Hey, it's Greg with Evolution Mental Health Services. Today we're going to continue talking about our thoughts and how our thoughts impact the way we feel and the way we behave. Specifically, we're going to spend the next few weeks talking about cognitive distortions. And what I mean by cognitive distortion is a particular type of thinking that's not based in logic or rationality, okay? So the first cognitive distortion we're going to address is called all or nothing thinking, okay? All or nothing thinking. What that means is the tendency to say it's either completely this or it's completely that, okay? When in reality, we all know that most of life happens somewhere in that gray area. For example, I think most people would agree that if it's 120 degrees outside, that's hot. Likewise, they would probably agree that negative 20 degrees outside is cold. But there's all this temperature in the middle. You know, what is 60 degrees? To somebody, 60 degrees might be a little chilly. To somebody else, it might feel great. You know, there's all this gray area. When does it get hot versus when does it get cold? If we just say hot versus cold, we're not doing ourselves any favors when the temperature is somewhere in the middle. So where I see this in what I do for a living are things like, for example, something like drinking. You take somebody who is a recovering alcoholic who's been sober for 3 years. That's a great accomplishment. And then they go out one evening, maybe with some old friends or something. For whatever reason, they have a couple drinks. And then the next thing you know, they're completely off the wagon, right back to where they started, because they had this attitude that, well, if I'm not sober, then I'm drinking, I'm a drunk, or whatever, however they put it in their own mind. When in reality, no. 3 years of sobriety and a couple drinks is a lot better than 3 years of sobriety followed by a couple drinks followed by, you know, daily drinking for the next however long. So that all or nothing, I'm either sober or I'm not, in that instance hurts the person. Another example where you see it is like with a diet. You know, somebody's doing really well, eating really healthy, they have a cheat day or whatever you want to call it. It goes a little too far, next thing they know, the cheat days led to a cheat weekend, and then they're like, well, guess I'm back at this, and now we're back at Burger King and eating ice cream and pizza. When in reality, a slip up over the weekend is so much better than just completely giving up. And the reason they do that a lot of times is all or nothing thinking. I'm either strict on my diet or I'm off the diet. So all or nothing thinking can be really damaging, and it's something to pay attention to. If you catch yourself doing it, say, hey, this is not helping me. Life happens in the gray. Let's get back to reality here. All right, that's it. Be who you want to be, evolve.